Hello and welcome, Essex County College family. This is the Virtual Cafe powered by Student Life and Activities. Today's episode number 91 is a walkthrough, a guide to our returning student scholarships for the fall 2022. We thank you for joining us today. I'm going to be going over with you the different scholarships that we have available this fall 2022 for returning students and the different eligibility requirements for each scholarship. After that, Mr. Graham is going to go over with you how to apply, how to use the application, and how to submit everything. And we're going to give you all the due dates and all that good stuff today. So thank you for joining us, and let's get right to it. Returning student scholarships for fall 2022. You're here. Excellent job on showing up. This is an important one, and there's no reason for you not to apply for these scholarships. It's free money. Take it if you can. You're going to need it. So we have our application deadline. It is August 30th, 2022. The app will be emailed to all students if it hasn't been already. August 30th, 2022. That's 2 weeks from today. Make sure you get it done. All right. Complete and submit the scholarship application through Google Docs. You're going to send your recommendation letters to jgraham1@essex.edu. That's Mr. Graham. So the application will be done through Google Docs, and your recommendation letters will be sent separately to jgraham1@essex.edu. Awardees will be contacted via email no later than September 16th, 2022. We know once you fill out these applications, the only thing that's on your mind is, did you win? Are you getting it? We totally understand. You don't need to call us and email us every day. We want to give you good news, but we can only give you good news when we have it. So if you are going to get one of these scholarships, you will be notified no later than 9/16/22. All right, we are going to jump in. We have 6 scholarships to offer you this semester. Here's number 1. The Academic Engagement Scholarship. For this scholarship, you're going to need a 3.0 GPA or better. You have to be a new or returning student. New students are going to have to submit a copy of their high school transcript, okay, so they can get an idea of your grades. You're going to need to demonstrate financial need. That's something that can be done in the essay portion of your application. We're going to be touching on that for the rest of today, but just know that you do have a written portion of these scholarship applications, and it's a great opportunity to tell the scholarship committees why you deserve the scholarship, what hardships you face in your life, all that good stuff, all that bad stuff. You can go ahead, and that's how you demonstrate your financial need. This scholarship also calls for you to be active in campus activities and or community service. What does that mean? Active in campus activities, you can volunteer at open houses, you can become a student life ambassador and help us out with new student orientation. You can get involved with clubs that do volunteer service work. These will all count towards campus activities. Community service, cleaning up a park. You can even double up on that if you're in a club. Get your volunteer service out of the way with the club, clean up a park, and it will work for this community service as well. But you need this in 2 weeks from now, so you're going to have had the community service experience put down for that already. All right, that's the Academic Engagement Scholarship. Here's number 2. The Connie Woodruff Memorial Scholarship. You need to be enrolled in Essex County College's nursing program. This is very specific, only for nursing students. You need to be a single mother, also very specific, a resident of Newark, demonstrated academic promise and performance, like we were saying earlier, demonstrate financial need, demonstrate academic promise. These are things that you'll be able to explain in the essay portion of your application. And for this, you must also exemplify perseverance and success through personal challenges. Once again, that is basically written for your essay right there. That's the Connie Woodruff Memorial Scholarship. We're moving on to number 3. Here it is. The Frank Dillon Primerica Scholarship. You need a GPA of a 2.5 or higher. You must demonstrate financial need. And this is renewable, meaning that if you get it once, you may be able to get it again from Frank Dillon Primerica. This specific scholarship, all of you, all 20 plus of you in this room right now should be applying for this scholarship, because I know all of you have a higher GPA than 2.5, And I know you can all demonstrate financial need in your essay for sure. Okay. Primerica is a giant corporation. They have plenty of money to give away. Take advantage of this scholarship. Seriously, everyone should be applying for the Frank Dillon Primerica Scholarship. Write it down. Make sure you apply for it. Very, very easy. Okay. Here is number 4. It is our SLAO Foundation Scholarship. You need a minimum GPA of 3.0 or better. You're going to have to be enrolled in our science or math program only. Demonstrate financial need. And one of your recommendation letters must be from a faculty, and the other recommendation letter must be from a community leader, employer, church staff, faith leader, a priest, a deacon, a pastor, someone that you may have worked with in a church. So one recommendation letter from faculty here, and the other recommendation letter from a community leader, employer, or church or faith leader. SLAO Foundation Scholarship. Number 5, this is the Sarah Earl Donald Ryan Memorial Scholarship. You must demonstrate high financial need. You must demonstrate a high degree of scholastic achievement and effort with a minimum GPA of 3.0, and you must be enrolled full-time. Now, I know all of you here are probably in that 3.0 range. Even if you're at 2.9 or so, 2.8, still apply for this, okay? You have nothing to lose. This is a great scholarship to apply for if you're enrolled full-time and you're near that 3.0 GPA. So again, just like the Frank Dillon Primerica Scholarship, most of you should be applying for the Sarah Earl Donald Ryan Memorial Scholarship as well. All right, and our final number 6 scholarship is, this is our GS-LSAMP, which stands for the Garden State Lewis Stokes Alliance for Minority Participation. The requirements are you must be a citizen or permanent resident only. You must be a full-time student with a minimum GPA of 3.2. You must be receiving financial aid, like financial aid at Essex County College. You're already in the program. You're going to need to provide an official letter from the financial aid office, a copy of that letter. Easy to do. Just ask financial aid for your acceptance letter or your award letter. I'm sure you have it already. Don't give them your original, give them a copy. You must be majoring in the STEM discipline. Must be interested in a STEM career, but not medical STEM. We know that may be confusing sometimes when we say STEM. We are not talking about medical STEM. We are talking about every other aspect of STEM. So if you're majoring in STEM and you're interested in a career, this scholarship is 100% for you. The application for this scholarship only can be found online at essex.edu/GS-LSAMP. It's right there on the screen for you, essex.edu/GS-LSAMP. The deadline for this scholarship only, again, this is a special scholarship, is September 30th, right? So the application deadline for all 5 other scholarships is August 30th. But the deadline for this scholarship is September 30th, and it has its own separate application as well. Everything is on the screen for you right there. We have with us Mr. Graham, a director of student life and activities. He is going to take you through the application process and show you all that good stuff on how to get it done, how to submit it, and when you got to do it by. Mr. Graham, good to see you today, sir.
Good to see you as well. Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you for joining us. To start, I do want to make one minor correction that we did change, is that your applications, which you did receive via email, you can submit via email and not through the Google Docs, or you can bring them in person to the Dasher Center in Office 107B, and I'm going to put that in the chat. I do see some familiar names, so some of you all have begun submitting some of your documentation. The application, which was mailed to you, I am going to pull it up briefly so that we all can see. The application is fairly straightforward. You list the scholarship you're applying for, right? So you need a separate application form for each scholarship that you're submitting to. Use your Essex County College email address in the application. And some of the rest is information you may be accustomed to: first name, last name, ID, address, telephone, date of birth, gender. Now, if you're not sure which degree you'll receive upon graduation, don't worry. All right, just make sure you check a box, but you should know, and you should be able to check on your transcript. Major, right? Very important, right? Some scholarships are for specific majors, so make sure you list your major. And any academic awards you may have received. That could be Dean's List, that could be induction into an honor society, and any other similar awards. You could have received an award for some of the community service and outstanding work that you've done, right? So you want to list any awards that you think may separate you from other applicants. And if you don't have any, don't be discouraged. It's okay. You want to submit all of this with your 250-word essay specifying why you think you should be a recipient and any contributions that you have made to Essex County College. Some students may be new students to campus, may not have gotten a lot of things done yet on campus, right? But then you can try to lean on maybe things from your previous level of education. You must submit your current unofficial transcript. All right. If you're an Essex County College student, this can be obtained through your web services portal, along with 2 letters of recommendation that Mr. Ott said that you could have emailed. Right. I am going to go to the site in case anyone has had any trouble or any questions about how to access their academic transcript. You'll simply go to essex.edu. And once on the college's website, you will click Students in the upper portion of the page. And this brings you to various resources here. And we would want to go to our services portal, enter secure area. So we log in with our ID number and our 6-digit PIN. And once we are in, we can go to our student and financial aid section, records, and then we can click view academic transcript, all levels web, just leave the defaults, click submit, and then now we'll pull up your unofficial transcript. You can print it, right click, print, and save it as a PDF. And then this can come along with your physical application. You can print it out if you want to submit the physical application, or you can send it via email. Just remember that you need a copy of all of your documentation for each scholarship application that you will be submitting. So if you're doing 3 scholarships, you're going to need 3 copies of your transcript.
So if I'm applying for like 4 different types of scholarship, that means I need 4 applications, right?
Yes. You need to submit 4 different applications. You make copies of your academic transcript to go with each application, copies of your essay to go with each application. All right. However, if you're submitting via email, you would just submit your 4 separate applications and then your documentation. All right. But if it's coming in physically, you have to have the copies made. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Make sure that you stay on top of the professors. I know it gets rough. Apply for the scholarships that you qualify for, especially most certainly the GS LSAMP. I'm not sure if they get a lot of applicants. I don't know what the funding is like, but I know that they're seeking applicants and they're leaving that application period open for a long period of time, most likely for a reason. So if you meet the criteria, I would definitely make sure you get on top of that one. And other than that, I just wish everybody luck.
All right, I want to thank Mr. Graham for helping us out with scholarships today. It's a lot of information to take in, students. This video will be available later today on YouTube for you to reference. And again, your application and all the scholarships are in your email. You have 2 weeks left until our August 30th deadline for the 5 out of the 6 scholarships. You know, the GSL SAMP has a September 30th deadline. So you have 2 weeks for the rest of them. So get to work on it. Figure out if you're going to email everything electronically to Mr. Graham, or if you are going to hand in paper copies, either way, set some time out, a few days this week and next week to really get down to business and get this stuff done. Don't wait till the last minute. As always, we appreciate you for tuning in to Virtual Cafe. We hope that you and your families are doing well during this time. And until we see you next time, take care.